Hi everyone, I hope y'all are having a good day today. And today I have a little trick that I'm going to show you in this video that I think you're going to like. I'm going to take this old piece of metal that's a gun part, and you can kind of see, hopefully I'm hoping it comes across on the camera. I'll also have a couple of pictures on the screen for you. But it's kind of nasty and it kind of needs to be repolished, if you will. And I recently learned a trick that a friend taught me. You can use a Scotch-Brite wheel to do that. And all you need is a grinder, a Scotch-Brite wheel, and a pair of glasses and some kind of gloves. Now I do choose to use latex gloves for me. You could use a pair of work gloves as long as they're tight fitting. You want something that's going to be tight on your hand so it doesn't get in the wheel and somehow, cause your hand to get caught awkwardly and cause you to get hurt. But I chose these latex gloves because they fit pretty tight and everything. They're going to keep my hands from getting dirty. So you be sure and watch out for that. Don't get your hand caught some strange way. Just kind of a safety precaution there. You shouldn't have any problems with that as long as you're careful. But it is something that whenever you're doing this, you need to pay attention to. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of talk over first how you do this, and then I'll actually do it because I think it's going to be kind of hard for y'all to hear me talk while the grinder is actually going. So let's go ahead and get to it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to barely push against this wheel here and kind of work with the curves, if you will. So you can see, I'm hoping this comes across on camera, this kind of has a curve kind of like this on the top of it. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to kind of spin it like this, and I'm going to go against the wheel. So the wheel's spinning this way and I'm going to turn it this way. And then I'm going to get into some of these more intricate areas and on this back side here, and then I'm going to come into this part. Now hopefully you can see this little indentation right here. It kind of comes and it indents. That's kind of one of the toughest parts to get on a part like this. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go on a corner of this wheel and just kind of grind it back and forth. And then if I feel like I need a different angle, I may come over the other side or something. But I'm going to kind of use the wheel at a different angle there. That way I can get in that area as well instead of just leaving it dirty. My goal is here, this is actually the part that goes on the forearm, and it goes and connects immediately where it connects to on the barrel and the receiver area. And so it's pretty nasty and I want to touch it up. That's what this part is. So I'm going to go ahead and get to it here. Probably what I will do, it depends on how loud it is, this grinding wheel. I'll probably have some music going where you guys can hear that. So let's go ahead and get to it here. Alright, so that is it for the grinding part. It did a pretty good job, I think, overall. Here you go. I'll let you guys be the judge. It's really nice and shiny now. And one thing too, as you go on, like I can see a little spot there that I may touch up eventually right there. But one thing that you may want to do too is oil it down first. So what I usually do is I think you probably use something like Rim Oil would be fine. Maybe a 2-in-1 oil, or I use Blue. I've talked about that oil on the channel. To spray this part down is what I'll probably use, and then just wipe it down. Just make sure it doesn't rust or anything, but you shouldn't have any problems with that. But you can see I made that old gun part look pretty nice, and I'll have a couple of pictures on the screen for you guys too, so you can be sure and judge that. Just a couple of extra little kind of tips. One thing I kind of learned the hard way is make sure you have some kind of an apron on or an old junk shirt, because this will get your shirts very dirty. I don't know if it's the actual grinding wheel part that's coming off or the metal or a little bit of both, but it will mess up your shirt, so be aware of that. And one thing too is be sure and change, and I kind of talked about this earlier, but change the position of your part on the grinding wheel. So if you notice you have a spot that's not coming off, you may take it over here on the side a little bit more and kind of use that angle. Or you may change your pressure a little bit and just put a little bit harder pressure. Whenever I have a flat side, so this side here is pretty well perfectly flat, I'll just take it and go pretty well straight across right in the middle, or I'll come here on the top and go straight across. I don't really use the bottom much. I find it better to use the top or kind of stay in the middle, just depending on the gun part. I try not to get down like way down here on the bottom there or anything. So that's the trick, guys, and I'm excited to use this too. I'm getting ready to blue a shotgun, or excuse me, a rifle barrel probably, and so I'm excited to use that on that. I'm going to use this for my pre-bluing preparation probably, and then obviously I'll do a couple of chemicals and stuff on it as well after that to make sure it's all good and stripped. But I'm excited to use this. This is a great tool if you have some old gun parts that need touched up, or maybe you opened your gun safe, or you opened a gun and get into a gun that you hadn't seen in a while. It's got a little bit of rust on it. Good way to touch it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of your day.